I'm Judy Hood, and this is Debbie Wilson, and we're going to tell you a little bit about the magic that we have had going on in Muscle Shoals since W.C. Handy, frankly. But we like to have any of you seen the Muscle Shoals documentary? Have any of you seen the film? Great. Then you kind of know what all the fuss is about. The documentary debuted at the Sundance Film Festival in January of 2013, and it rocked our world in the best possible way in Muscle Shoals because our music has always been heard around the world, and it's always been very viable. But there was a period of time after disco and when things slowed down a little bit, and it wasn't quite as vibrant in terms of the message getting around the world. But the documentary changed all that and reignited that spark that made us the hit recording capital of the world. So for the past, my plan when I was 55 was to retire from International Paper Company. I worked in marketing and communications, and I was retired about 6 months when the documentary came out, and all of a sudden my plans changed dramatically. The universe had a whole nother thought. Actually, it was Lee Sintel's fault. We were talking about him earlier. He wanted me then to be the boots on the ground and tell the story of Muscle Shoals and the documentary all around the world with him because my husband is David Hood, who is one of the Swampers. You've heard the song, Sweet Home Alabama. There's a line in there that says Muscle Shoals has got the Swampers. Well, what are Swampers? The Swampers were 4 studio musicians who played on literally hundreds of hit records in Muscle Shoals.
Yeah, the documentary has revived Muscle Shoals music. Our studio is an active recording studio at 3614 Jackson Highway, and it's also a tourist attraction during the day. And we've had, 80,000 visitors?
82,000 visitors from 40 different countries come and just want to stand in those spaces where the Stones recorded Wild Horses and where Rod Stewart and Bob Seger and
one of our board members is also Dave Cobb, who produces Jason Isbell, Reba McEntire, Brandy Carlisle, Chris Stapleton, and he brought Chris Stapleton to us. So we're an active recording studio still. About a year and a half ago, almost 2 years now, and we had to clear out the studio. I mean, when you have someone that big and was all, we had to be very secretive about it. And it's on his latest album, which the cut on the album is called Cold, and it turned out amazing. And another group, we've had 3 Grammy nominations. Mm-hmm. It's a group called Rival Sun. So we're a Grammy nominated and very active on the charts kind of studio again, which makes David very happy because we're trying to sustain that sound as well as honor the legacy. We have students from the University of North Alabama that are tour guides and that help us with a lot of things because that's the future, and having these recording sessions continue.
Because we want to nurture an environment where young people can stay in Muscle Shoals to do their craft, like the Swampers got to do. Because, at one point there just weren't that many opportunities for younger people, so we're trying to nurture that. And of course, David and some of his colleagues have mentored, the young people in our area, and we just want to give them an environment where if you want to go test your wings and move to New York or somewhere for some period of time, that's fine. But we want it to be because you want to, not because you have to.